I'm teaching all the posh boys and all the state school boys, merge them together, loving coaching. This dog interrupts my lesson. And I walk straight up to the dog, pat it, rub it, licks my face. And the kids were all stood there going, I don't know, what's wrong? And they're like, it's Tom Hardy. I'm like, what, the England back row? And they're like, no, that's the other guy. And I was like, and they were calling me Dick as well at the time, the kids said, no, you're me Dick. And he turned around and it's Tom Hardy. And he went, sorry, fella. Excuse me, dogs know good people. Terrible London accent, but that's what he swaggered in. Beanie, through dark style, what you call it, soft shell fleece on, zipped up, boots on. And it was Tom. And he spent 40 minutes with my kids. Just randomly talking to me. Then he came back again about 4 months later. He saw me on his car, sped off to his house, came back on his mountain bike with the dog. Dog recognises me, pulls up at Old Deer Park as I'm packing the kids' stuff away, and then has a full-on conversation with me about, mate, I know your dad is. I've done my research, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to take my number? And I'm like, what? Sorry, Tom's number. He goes, I'll take it. And then next minute, my mate's on a social media called Instagram. I was like, Insta what? Didn't think I even had WhatsApp at the time. He says, you're in Instagram. You're all over Instagram, in fact. And it says, Tom Hardy with his weightlifting buddy. No, I've just been to the burger shop as well. Just a burger eating buddy. And I'm there with, can you imagine that scene of Arnie in Commando when he's walking down with the log and I've got a full-on gazebo in one arm, rucksack, sleeveless tee, compression leggings on, bright Adidas trainers. Everybody wears that stuff now. And Tom's pulling up to me. I'm stood there talking to him like this. And that was it. Exchanged numbers, knew about Mad Max, knew about everything. Kept me up. Do you want to come out?
What's the conversation? What's he coming
So he was doing some
about?
action films.
Right.
And he loved Airsoft. And that was at that time, that was the closest you could do to practicing with weapons, isn't it? And he goes, I've got everything. Gas powered this, gas powered that. I'm like, of course you have. And that was it. We spoke, and then when I said, I'm in on this thing called Instagram, he goes, sorry, mate, that's called paparazzi. So I'm like, what? I've been papped. And then fast forward 2015, 2016. I'm going through a tough time. I'm staying at my closest friend's house. He's just been hit by a car. And I've helped him recover, doing all my training fitness-wise. And then he just decides he wants a girlfriend, and he's a year older. We've been best mates since we were like 16 years old. And he starts giving me a load of grief. So something's going on here, isn't it? And then I get a phone call. And I look at it and put it down. Get another phone call. Get a text message. Can you phone this number, please? It's a friend of Tom Hardy's. And I'm like, you're full of it. Put it back down. I go onto LinkedIn. Because I'd had LinkedIn at that time because of doing the Rugby League World Cup. Put the phone down. Be full of it. Somebody's trying to harass me here. Then I get a phone call again from somebody else to do with Ridley Scott. And I'm like, well, he doesn't know who I am. So how does that even happen? And this is what I believe at the time. And somebody else said Tom. And then actually one of the producers phones me, said, no, we're friends with Tom. He said, would you like to be in a film? We can't really tell you much about it. And I'm like, this has happened for a reason. I'm having a real hard time at home again. I'm in my hometown of Worcester, and I don't know where I'm going. And this guy's telling me I've got to go to the studios in London, pay for my train, get there, get a hire car, pull up, security. I'm taken to this changing room at these studios in London, and then, this is your character. You're going to play this guy. Women are coming in there to measure me up. I'm like, it's a little bit of a gig, but my name's on the door. Basically, he put me up for a film role, and it turned out to be a 8-part drama series on BBC.
Taboo, which is pretty big, pretty good. Let's be honest.
It's
really
very dark.
It's very cool.
It was, but it was, for me, it was wow. But a hell of a journey. I learned so much about the film industry from being on that set, which is why I've been able to do so much more, not just about acting, just by doing production work, writing. because one thing I learned off Tom was, call him Tom. There's never small actors, just small roles. I think it's never small roles, just small actors. So your part in there was great, and then at the rap party, he came up to me and I went to shake his hand. He went, "What are you doing, bro?" Hugs me, kissed me on the neck, said, "Mate, see you on the other side." And I didn't understand what he meant. He went, "You're in there now. You're in this world. Tom doesn't drink. This is a different world now." And that was it. It just spiraled into so many things, linked with movies, from Bond to Hobbs and Shaw, Equalizer. Clearly I was going to die most of them anyway, but I just didn't want to be the new Sean Bean to die in every scene.
Was there any hesitation, or was it just, let's see where this goes?
I think it all happened for that reason. I think the problems I was having on my own, I was single, my ex-partner and I, she lived up there, but we were still talking. And I thought, you know what, it's opportunity again. Take every opportunity, never leave anything in the tank. Something I've lived with since 2009.
Your character's what we call it, henchman?
I am the henchman. I've got the most kills in the film.
And it is a henchman in that as well.
Team henchman.
It's a hell of a character. It's a hell of a look to it as well.
But they were going to shave my hair off.
Right.
Till I had to turn around and say to them, "No, Polynesians love their hair, do your research." I'm telling Oscar winners what to do. Again, you have to know the heritage. I said, "I'm a Polynesian." Those countries didn't exist then, so it was no Polynesia. It was a continent, Melanesian, Micronesia. And they were like, "Oh, can you go to Hawaii?" Hawaii wasn't exist. It's just a set of islands. So because I'd done my research in rugby, I was able to elaborate and collaborate with stuff and ideas. So we grew the hair. So I had long hair at the time, not as long as this. And they created a wig for a top knot and the comb, which they turned into a weapon. I said, the comb would have been possibly a weapon. We're going to give you a sword. I probably used my bare hands, a club, and a knife to pinch my oysters. So I'd created a character. They went, "We're going to give you some boots, like sabres." And I went, Polynesians love bare feet. They respect their shoes.
Definitely would have been barefoot, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So there's some amazing stories with that. So I'm telling them what to wear. And they go out and choose their clothes. I said, "It'd be one set of clothes." "Well, you've got to change uniform." "You'd be grateful." That's what they are. And then they were like, "Well, do this tattoo." And I said, "There's a film called Badlands, which is a really well-documented TV series made about the Maoris. So if you're going to choose these tattoos, you need to use their inspiration." So we sat and did that. We sat and chose the hair and sat and did all the tattoos, and we had to do it.